Welcome to the Danny Clinkscale Reasonably Irreverent podcast. Insightful and witty commentary, probing interviews, and detours from the beaten path.
Welcome to Kansas City Profiles, presented by Easton Roofing, and a chance to catch up with Hall of Fame area coach Ed Fritz, his team at Blueberry. I'm going to start again. Blueberry? I don't think so.
Close enough.
Welcome to Kansas City Profiles, presented by Easton Roofing, and happy to catch up with Ed Fritz, the Hall of Fame coach who won many state titles at Blue Valley Northwest, now the coach at North Kansas City. He has led young basketball players from youth basketball all the way to the heights of basketball, NBA championships, state championships, league titles, on and on and on. And, of course, at the heart of what he does is teaching young guys to play basketball, and he's teaming up with one of his former players, Christian Braun, who he won 3 straight titles with not too long ago for their Champ Camp. And that will be at Radiant Church in Overland Park starting next Monday. 3 days, 3 hours a day, a chance for some real intense, short-term, and great instruction. Coach, thanks for taking the time. Tell us a little bit about the camp.
Hey, thank you, Danny. We're really looking forward to it. Christian did the camp last year also after the Nuggets won the World Championship. This year it didn't go quite his way, but he had a great year, and he's looking to really do great things next year in the NBA. But the greatest thing about the camp is Christian's there the whole time. He interacts with the kids the whole time, and he just really uses this to give back to the community and to be able to help local basketball get better.
And the camp is for boys and girls grades 2 through 8, so you're talking about really maybe just starting up the game a little bit to people who are just on the cusp of getting to high school. That's a pretty wide range, but young people who still are really fired up and impressionable, right?
Yes, and we'll have a lot of good coaches there. The other thing that's really cool, I think 5 of Christian's teammates are going to be at the camp working alongside Christian to help, and those guys all won 3 state titles together, so they're always they're really close. And if anybody's interested in still attending camp, we still have room, we still have slots available, and we'd love to have some walk-ins on Monday.
And tell people how they can get involved with the camp.
Yeah, they could go ahead and just give me a call at 913-219-4518, 913-219-4518, or they could email me at coachedfritz@gmail.com, and we'd be glad to get them going.
And, this is going to be one of the most gratifying things for any teacher, educator, coach is when you see the players that you have coached have great success in the game or in life in general. And obviously, Christian Braun, now an NBA champ and a guy who's an integral part of one of the NBA's top teams. But there are success stories all around in coaching, and that's where you're starting right here.
Yeah, it's really great. What I'm just in awe about Christian is how humble he is, and how he still cares about people he works with. He calls and checks in all the time on how everybody's doing, and if you try to get hold of him, he'll get right with you. And the other thing that's just amazing is he's got 3 or 4 high school buddies that he played with, and they're still a big part of his life. Still, they hang out all the time. So, it couldn't happen to a better guy. And he's already been in the gym working really hard to try to get better for next week. And that's what the kids will see at camp. They'll see a guy that really cares and really wants to help people. And I'm just so humble and thankful to be part of his life.
And that's big part of your life, and we'll hear your life story coming up here right after the first break. But you're still at it, too. You don't seem to be showing any signs that you want to stop doing what you love to do.
Danny, I'm coming out on a year anniversary of my open heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a quadruple bypass. And I'm just so lucky, so thankful for my doctors I had. And I was able to come back from that. I lost lost a lot of weight. I'm as healthy as I've ever been. I'm running in a 5K tomorrow, which I never thought I'd be in position to do that. And so I'm working with my guys in North Kansas City again, doing what I love. So it's been really good for me and really good for my family. My wife got to coach the McDonald's All-American game this last year.
Yep.
And, basketball has been really good to us. So that's really good. My brother, who's a head coach at Houston, football coach, he's coming in this weekend to hang out. So things are really good for our family.
Got to be excited about that. Your brother is going to be coaching right in the Big 12. You'll probably get to run into him over at Lawrence every now and then, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool. This year, the game is they play KU at Arrowhead Stadium. Right. And that's going to be really a fun time for our family, and to be able to be part of that and hang out. And it's going to take him a year or two, but he'll get it going.
And right now, it's the 2024 Champ Camp. That's next Monday, June 24th through June 26th at Radiant Church in Overland Park. And the easiest way to get involved is to email at coachedfritz@gmail.com. He gave you the phone number earlier, so you can just circle back and do that as well. Coach, it's been a pleasure last year talking to you. It's a pleasure this year. You're obviously getting in great health. Good luck in the 5K, and thanks for taking a little bit of time for us.
Hey, Danny, thanks so much, and I really appreciate all you do.
And coming up next, it's our conversation about the life and times from when he was a young guy as well with Ed Fritz. It's our Kansas City Profile, presented by Easton Roofing.
More of Danny's Reasonably Irreverent podcast after this.
Did you experience hail damage last year and never got the work done? Most insurance companies only give you a year to get the roof fixed. And if you don't get it done, you could possibly not be compensated in full for the replacement of your roof. If you've been procrastinating getting that damaged roof taken care of, give us a call at 913-257-5426. And we'll send out an expert to help you through the process. We're never pushy, we're just here to help. Easton Roofing. Integrity matters.
Always great to catch up with Dr. Brad Whittle of Advanced Sports and Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Everybody wants to make every year a great one, mentally and physically, and certainly ASFCA can help in that regard.
Chiropractic, acupuncture, physiotherapies. We're going to address the body and the mind to keep you in great shape. With winter moving into spring, we don't want to have the opportunity to get hurt or to be slow and not do what we used to do, right?
Absolutely right, and you can do that in a variety of ways.
We can. We love looking at the body and how it moves, looking at the posture and how it holds us to be strong, to be safe, and really to help us do those things we love to do.
The wide variety and range of services you can get helps in that regard at Advanced Sports and Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. 7 locations all around the Kansas City area. Find the one that's most convenient for you. And for more information, visit asfca.com/Danny. That's asfca.com/Danny. If you'd like to join these and other fine sponsors and market your business to Kansas City's #1 variety podcast, contact us at danny@dannyclinkscale.com. Look forward to working with you. Ed, obviously we're going to talk about your connections family-wise to coaching left, right, and center, father, brother, all that other kind of stuff. But tell us about a young Ed Fritz and how life was like family-wise and otherwise.
I grew up in a family of 7 kids. All 7 kids went to school on an athletic scholarship, which is very rare in, I think, 4 or 5 different sports. So that was really cool. My dad was a coach and athletic director. So my best memories are going to the gym with him and hanging out all day and, going to lunch with him and then going back or just playing games. So I grew up in Williamsville, New York, where my dad was at the University of Buffalo.
Okay.
And got to had a great childhood.
And how long were you there, and where were you in the pecking order of the 7 children?
I was the 3rd, and so I was there, and my high school years were there, and my dad's coaching career started at a school called Transylvania University in Lexington, which people think is a fake school, but it's really a real a real school, and then he moved to a bunch of different spots. It was a football and basketball college coach, and then he got into administration.
So when did you see that you had, obviously, everybody got an athletic scholarship, so you were a good athlete. When did you start to get some aptitude, and did, like most people of the day, did you play all sports?
I played all sports. I was really small when I was a kid, so I ran cross country, track, and basketball. I was a good basketball player, but I probably was a lot better runner, and had a lot of I was able to run a 4:14 mile in high school,
Wow.
which was pretty good at the time. And,
Yeah.
But
Pretty good now.
yeah, but I love basketball and knew that I wanted to kind of make a career in that. So I chose to play basketball in college.
And where did you go to college, and what was the process of deciding to go there?
You know, in the after I graduated, my dad left Buffalo to take a job in Kansas City with the NAI. He took a guy's place named Al Durr, who was a kind of a legend in the NAI. And so I went to school at Baker University and played there and had a good career.
Now, obviously, you had a good career in college. Talk a little bit about your time at Baker.
You know, I went through a lot of coaches, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but a few of them resigned. And but we were in a conference called the Heart of America, and you know, was able to make all league. And my last coach, Shannon Reddy, was a really good influence on me. He played at Michigan State, and he was assistant for. I'm trying to think of the coach at Oklahoma, Billy Tubbs.
Okay.
And so he was a really good guy to play for.
And so did that have the impact of you thinking that coaching was something that you were definitely going to want to do, or were you pursuing something else as you went through college?
No, I was unfortunately I was all in on becoming a teacher and coach. And so I went to that, and after I graduated, I went to a school in Nebraska, Kearney, and coached there with a legend coach, and then just started my career.
And you said unfortunately. I don't know why you said unfortunately. Obviously,
no,
it's been great.
If I didn't, I was just the type of person, if I didn't have sports, I probably wouldn't have got a college education. So I did everything I needed to do. So I was eligible every semester, and but I was definitely there for the athletic side.
You weren't there to be an engineer or something like that.
No.
But, so tell us how the path began for you to eventually come here to Kansas City and be so successful. So it's Nebraska Kearney, the first stop. Where did we go from there?
I was a graduate assistant there, and then I took a job back at Baker, and kind of halfway through 3 or 4 games into the season, the head coach resigned. So I was the interim coach, and I think I was 24 years old, and did a good job, won some games, but I was probably a little young to have that position. But so that was my start, and then after that, I took a job at Center High School, and I think I was there for 17 years, and then headed to Blue Valley Northwest.
Now, you said you won some games and everything. Did it just you just decided that to go in a different direction, or they decided that you, as an interim coach at 24 years old, that just wasn't going to be somebody to be named the permanent coach? Yeah,
I think it came down to 2 guys. I was one of them, and maybe my age didn't help me, but I didn't get the job, so I moved on. It was hard to take, but you know, as I look back, it was the best thing that happened. I was more suited to be high school, like being home every night, like spending time with the kids, and so it worked out better in the long run.
So you did go to Center High School, but tell me how personally, away from the court, during the time in college and everything. Obviously, you mentioned you want to stay with the kids. How did that